Why, you there. Hello. Yes, you. Do you want to try the Curly Girl method? Do you have hidden, suspected waves and curls hidden under floofy frizziness? Then this is for you. Let's go get started. First off, you're going to need to buy an exorbitant number of products. You hear me? Buy everything under the sun. It appears that you have already done that. You are ready to start. You are prepared. Now it's time to wash and style after not washing your hair for 5 days, and it is a disgusting, greasy, tangly mess. Begin by hanging upside down because this will give you some semblance of volume with your wavy hair. Also, you saw some YouTuber wash their hair this way, so it has to be correct. Next, you're going to grab a low poo that is sulfate-free, making sure to use a shampoo that is less effective than standard sulfate shampoos. This is key when styling your wavy curly hair. Next up, you're going to apply this to your scalp and begin massaging, expecting your scalp to come clean, but realizing that there is no lather whatsoever. Thank you, sulfate-free shampoos. And after scrubbing vigorously and hoping and praying that your scalp becomes clean, you become discouraged. But never fear, there is a trick here. Pull that lather through the lengths of your hair and hope that it cleanses all the past product buildup out. Rinse everything out, hanging upside down, making sure to really waterboard yourself. Now grab 5 more pumps of your sulfate-free shampoo and go in for a second cleanse while water drips down your cheeks and tickles you tremendously. See? So much better. Nice, big, foamy lather. Thank goodness for the double cleanse while being a curly girl. Next up, you're going in with your rinse out conditioner, making sure that it is also sulfate free because that is something we are so concerned about in our conditioners. Also, you want to make sure that this product contains lots of natural oils and no silicones because we don't want this product to have as much slip as a conditioner with silicones in it, and we want some really nice heavy oils in it to weigh down our hair thoroughly. Shh, don't tell the curly girl police. They will cancel us. Next, you're going to work that in, thoroughly finger detangling, and make sure to nearly rinse out all the product before you begin to squish to condish. This is a process by which you squish that conditioner deep into your hair's core. Even though there's no scientific basis for this, we are told that there is deeper product penetration and better hydration. Now, you're going to rinse your hair. Yep, rinse out all that conditioner. Now we're going in with a separate leave-in conditioning product because the first conditioner wasn't good enough. And we want to make sure and leave this in our hair. Also, blot all the drips off the side of our face with our microfiber towel because we can't stand it anymore. Working that through because why not? Make sure to get it all the way to the roots and brush it through. We're going to start forming our curl clumps. Yes, curl clumps. Why? Because we want clumpy hair. We don't want clumpy mascara, but we want clumpy hair. Once you have formed all your curl clumps using a brush, make sure to rinse out that leave-in conditioner and begin to scrunch and squish it deeply into your hair because we all know that scrunching and squishing drives the product deeper into your hair cuticle, and it's a good forearm workout. In case you were worried about your saggy forearms, don't worry, the Curly Girl method will take care of that for you. Take a break from bending over to stand up and swing your hair around again because you saw some YouTubers style their hair this way. This must be the best method possible for styling your hair. Whoops, you screwed up that swinging motion. That's okay. You'll get better with more practice. Now, time to apply gel. You want to make sure and grab the slimiest, most snot-like gel on the store shelves. If it is not snot-like enough, it will not function. Begin rubbing your hands together and hoping and praying that the gel will smooth out a little bit. But if you did your job right, the gel will be so thick that you will give up and start applying it to your hair, even though it is still goopy and clumpy. scrunching that in just like we did the leave-in conditioner, because again, scrunching is going to drive the product deep into our hair shafts. Yes, you heard me, deep into the hair shaft, even though there's no science to back it up. You will also be concerned because you've been hanging upside down now for the past 5 minutes and the blood rushing to your head is beginning to concern you. Never fear, just forget all that and keep scrunching. Time to go in with a second gel because the first gel wasn't good enough. Make sure that you have scraped off your label so that people know that you are a real curly girl. Grab an exorbitant amount of product and begin rubbing it in your hands. Remember, the more slimy and snot-like your gel, the more effective it will be. Yes, this is good. This is normal. We know you're getting tired, but persevere, push through. You will be rewarded in the end. Now do a half-hearted swing because you're getting tired and kind of flop your hair to the side instead of really giving it a good flick, praying that somehow all this product that you are desperately trying to scrunch into your hair will absorb, but instead it just drips through your fingers and down the back of your hand onto your bathtub floor so that next time you take a bath, you slip and fall and injure yourself. That means you're a real good curly girl. Now let's admire your wavy, curly hair clumps and begin the plopping process. Yes, you heard me right. Plop. Plop. Yes, you must plop your hair into your microfiber towel and do your best to pinch your eyebrows as hard as you can, also pulling out a couple of eyelashes while you twist the towel up and pray that you have the strength to continue this wash day. Why? Because the towel didn't really dry your hair all that much. We must begin scrunching it yet some more to try and get out the excess product and water because we put in a ton. I know your hands are cramping. This is all part of the process. You are doing it right if your cramping hands are killing you. Next up, it's time to diffuse, and you're going to start off with great intentions on low speed and low heat. Why? Because you follow the rules. You will gently and lovingly and caressingly scoop your curls up into the diffuser of your hairdryer, setting in to be patient for the long diffusing process. Immediately give up and turn your hairdryer up to high speed and medium heat, hoping that this somehow speeds up the process. Now you're going to take a quick break from diffusing because it's taking forever and you're hungry. Nice little snack. Now we're going back to the process, and one eternity later, your hair is 80% dry. You are done. You want to give up. Now you're going to check your hair every 30 seconds to see if it's finally air dried. Is this the minute? Not quite. But after patiently waiting for 15 hours, the time has finally arrived. You check it one last time and it seems dry. It is time to reveal your wash day results. You're excited and you start to scrunch out the crunch, only to see that it is still damp, but at this point you're committed, so you might as well just go ahead and keep scrunching out that crunch. Why? Because you haven't scrunched your hair enough today. Now to try and get that back section of your hair unstuck from your head because you applied all your products upside down. That gel really did gel down your roots, stuck tight to the back of your head. Now that we have fluffed and scrunched, it is time to reveal the glorious wash day results. The shine, the definition, it was all worth it. The volume, you feel like an absolute glorious, conquering princess warrior. Oh, the joy of finally being done with your wash day. Wait, where are you going? Come back. I guess that I know what she's doing. She's getting her purse to go enjoy her wash day. She's gonna leave the house and show off her luscious waves and curls to the world, proudly embracing the hair that she was born with. What is she doing? Wait a minute. Well, folks, I guess this is what you do at the end of a curly girl wash day. Oh my goodness. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It is so good to laugh at yourself sometimes. I don't know how many of y'all have had these thoughts or these feelings while you are in the midst of a wavy curly wash day, you're doing all the stuff and things to embrace your hair that grows out of your head, nurturing it, scrunching it, picking products with tender loving care. If this video made you laugh, make sure to hook me up with a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe and click that notification bell. Let's hang out some more. Let's enjoy playing around with our wavy curly hair. I'm here to try and be as helpful as I can. If you are interested in wearing your waves and curls, if you clicked on this video wanting real information about where to start, how to be a curly girl, sorry, this was mostly meant to make you laugh. I do have other videos on this channel that are more serious, that do give in-depth tips and tricks on how to start this process on the right foot. I also offer a Courtney's Curl class, which is a complete starter course to wearing your waves and curls. It answers every nitty-gritty little question that you might have about this process. It gives you all the tools I wish I had when I first started. So there is that resource for you if you want it, but really this video was just meant to make you giggle. I hope it accomplished that. I hope you are having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye. You know, my hair is still damp. What is this piece of hair doing? Really? But, I mean, I think this actually turned out really good. I used so much gel, so much, but my hair's actually defined. Maybe it needed that much gel today. All right, bye for real.